Have you ever noticed your dog's look when you come home? He doesn't say a word, but it says it all. He says he missed you, that he loves you, that he waited all day just to lie next to you. Dogs don't need to talk. Their silence is full of meaning. It is a silence that embraces, that comforts, that understands even what you cannot explain. Today, I invite you to dive into this silent world, but full of love. In this video, we will remember why dog love is one of the purest ways to exist. And before you start, tell me here in the comments, what is the name of your four-legged best friend? What does he do that moves you, even without saying a word? Right here, I love animals, if this video has already touched your heart with just those first few seconds. Because those who love dogs, understands with the heart. And today, this video is for you. Have you ever noticed how your dog's silence speaks to you, not with words, but with presence? With that long look, with the way he touches his nose to your hand, with the simple act of following you around the house. It is a silence that does not weigh, does not demand. It is a silence that observes you, that respects your time, and even without understanding your words, understands what your heart is saying. And it is in this space of silence that the truest connection happens. There are days when the soul is heavy. The body walks slowly, and the mind is so noisy that not even silence helps. We don't want to talk, we don't want to explain, because pain doesn't always have a name. But even in these confusing moments, there is a presence that understands without needing to listen. Your dog, with that meek and wise look, simply approaches. He lies at his feet, leans lightly, as if to say from the heart, "You don't have to be strong right now. I hold that silence with you." This simple gesture, of just being, carries a power that most people underestimate. Because it is not about words, but about communion. Of a love that does not demand performance, that does not demand a smile, that does not turn away in sadness. The world may spin in disorder, but that little snout on your foot is a firm reminder that there is still peace, that someone cares about your silence, about your pause, about that instant when you just need to breathe and be accepted, exactly as you are. It is as if dogs carry a sacred intuition. They realize what even we can't name. They do not try to heal with formulas, but with presence. And in this silent touch, in this touch of the body that looks like an embrace, there is a form of ancestral healing, a cure that does not come from medicine, but from affection, of company, of belonging. To have a dog is to have an emotional guardian who remains, even when you can't stay in yourself. Because that's what dog love is all about. Unconditional presence. They don't care what your pain is all about. They want to lighten the weight of it with just what they have, and what they have is everything. A whole heart, a pure surrender, a loyalty that does not shrink from its shadows. So when everything is difficult, when even words seem heavy, look at the floor. Perhaps there lying there is the only being who can, in silence, say exactly what you most need to hear. I'm here, and I will continue. Dogs have a unique way of perceiving our emotions. They don't know what anxiety is, but they feel it when it lives in their chest. They don't understand the concept of sadness, but they stay by your side when it sets in. And the beautiful thing is that they don't try to change what you feel. They just stay, as if to say, it's okay not to be okay. I'm still here. The house can be silent, without music, without voices. But when a dog is around, there is life, there is soul, there is heat. You hear the sound of paws on the floor, the sleepy yawn, the quiet breathing. And those little sounds say so much. They are reminders that someone is there, happy just to share the same space with you, without asking for anything in return. And there is that instant that seems to stop time. You look into your dog's eyes and feel something that no explanation can reach. It's not just tenderness. It is as if, for a few seconds, two souls recognized each other in silence. That deep, sincere look, full of presence, crosses you with so much truth that it dismantles any defense. There is no room for masks, vanities, or the rush of the world. There's just a clean, whole feeling, willing to love you exactly as you are. A dog's eyes are different. They don't just see, they feel. They carry a raw, unfiltered sweetness that expects nothing in return. When you look at it, it's as if you see the best of yourself reflected therein. On days when you don't feel good about yourself, because he does not see his flaws, his confusions, or his mistakes. He sees you. You see the heart behind the attitudes, the intention behind the words, the light that you sometimes forget you have. And that is enough for him to love you with everything he has. This look is more than communication. It's a noose, a silent bond that says, I trust you, I chose you, I'm here. It is a form of affection that goes beyond language, that is not lost over time, and that remains even in moments when the world seems far away. Perhaps this is why so many people find solace in looking at their dog. Because, in those eyes, lives, the acceptance that we so often lack in life, it is there that we remember what it is to love, without measure, without barriers, without words. And if you've ever had the chance to live this moment, you know, a look like this can change your entire day. It can calm a sadness, rekindle hope, strengthen a decision. Because this look is, in itself, a message. One that says, You're important, you are loved, and you're never alone. In a world where eyes often hide intentions, dogs remain the most honest windows to true love, and those who have looked deep into them carry this truth forever. They grow up alongside us. Some arrive still young, tripping over their own paws, discovering the world with a curious sense of smell and an open heart. Others arrive as adults, with stories we don't know, scars we don't see, but, even so, they trust. Even so, they love it. As if to say, what happened no longer matters. Now I'm yours. Dogs teach us about the present. They don't hold grudges. They don't plan for tomorrow. They don't get lost in what was. If you leave the house and come back 5 minutes later, he greets you as if he hasn't seen you in a year. For him, the now is all that matters. And in that now, he chooses you whole, without reservation. Every day. There is something sacred in every little gesture of a dog. When he lies next to you just because he felt that you are sad. When he puts his favorite toy on your lap, as if to say, I want to share this with you. Or when he snuggles up at night and you breathe in the same rhythm, in a kind of silence that calms the world. And yet, many do not understand this love. They think it's just a dog. But anyone who has ever loved a dog knows that this only is everything. It is lap on bad days, it is company in the empty, it is joy in simple moments. A dog may not speak, but it transforms its life with such sincere attitudes that teach us more than many people who cross our path. When you cry, he comes closer. When you laugh, he wags his tail. When you are quiet, he is silent as well. And, in this silent dance, he adapts his heart to yours. It's not magic, it is presence. And maybe that's what we need most. Someone who knows how to be. Without invading, without trying to fix it. Just to be. How many times have you talked to your dog, even though you know he doesn't understand the words? But he understands the tone. He understands the feeling. And somehow, he responds with that look of someone who is absorbing everything. Of those who listen to you with their whole body, and perhaps it is this listening that we need most. The one that comes without interruption, without haste, without judgment. Time passes differently with them. 1 year of our life is 7 for them. And yet, every second with you is the most important. They don't count the days, the moments count. And that's why when you get the leash, they get euphoric. It's not about the place, it's about being with you, whether on the street, on the couch, or in a tight corner of the house. Sometimes we learn more about love from a dog than we do in a lifetime from people. Because their love is light, it's constant, it's simple. There are no interests, there is no manipulation, there are no masks. It is a love that gives itself entirely, even without guarantees. That's it. This teaches more than any book, any theory. Do you remember the first time you saw your dog? That scene, even simple, was engraved in my memory as a silent landmark. Maybe he was so small that he could barely walk, or maybe he stared at you with a look so full of truth that it made everything around him disappear. No matter the scenario in that instant, something inside you calmed down. And even without fully understanding it, you felt, it's him. It is with him that I want to share my days. From then on, everything changed. The house gained a new sound, time gained more color, and loneliness gained company. To love a dog is, in some way, to become home to another being. It is to make room, not only in the routine, but in the heart. He arrives and, without asking permission, transforms everything. Your days start to smell like hugs, your steps have company, your breaks gain warmth. You are no longer just one person. You are part of a pair. A pair of souls who met without needing many words, who recognized each other without understanding exactly how, just feeling, just being. And this love, which was born in a look, grows over time. When he lies next to you without asking for anything, just because he wants to be close. When, even without understanding what you feel, he observes you as if he knows exactly what to do. When he licks your face on your hardest days, as if he wants to wipe the sadness from your chest as well. It is in this type of gesture, simple and pure, that the greatness of this bond lies. A love that needs no explanations or efforts, just by presence. This is a kind of love that you don't learn, you feel. There are no rules, there is no obligation. Be careful, have reciprocity, have truth. It is rare because it is whole, because it doesn't come from the mouth, it comes from the heart, and therefore, it needs to be celebrated every day. In the affection, in the respect, in the walks, in the looks, exchanged in silence. Value every moment. Because loving a dog is a gift, and live this love, it is one of the purest experiences that life can offer. There is a type of gratitude that only those who have a dog understand. Gratitude for that good morning with the tail wagging. For that tour that seems simple, but it is the best time of the day, for that late afternoon affection, when everything seems calm. Gratitude that there is someone who is happy just because you exist, even when they get sick, even when they get older. They keep trying to be strong for you. They hide their pain, they continue to smile with their eyes, and that's when we understand. They would do anything to see us well, and all they ask for in return. It's that we are there too, present with the heart. Now tell me, what was the most special moment you experienced with your puppy? That memory that warms the heart just thinking about it. Right here in the comments. Share your story with us, because every love like this deserves to be remembered and celebrated. And if this message touched your heart, type it here. I love dogs. Let's spread this chain of love, affection, and gratitude for these incredible companions who do us so much good. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to continue receiving videos like this full of emotion, empathy, and affection. And if you know someone who is in need of a word of warmth, a good memory, a breather in the middle of the day, share this video with that person, because deep down, we all need to remember that true love doesn't scream, it doesn't demand, he just stays, in silence, by our side. As our dogs do.